up? I
What's
love
up,
that.
Gabe?
I love that background, man. Every single time. Again,
Thank you.
I love
Yeah, I
that.
was just telling you,
Yes.
it's been a long time, right?
Yeah. Well, cool. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good. I had a little nap right before that. We are just talking about that, and I set my alarm to be like 10 minutes before the show. I'm gonna wake up.
Oh,
And
yeah,
every
that's
time I'm
giving you plenty of time, right?
Oh yeah, and then every time like, oh, now I'm rushing around like trying to find my computer and everything.
Yeah. Hey, everybody in the chat. You know what's funny is, hey, we got Eben in the house too. Hey, people think we're probably on like 30 minutes before talking and everything. Little do they know that almost 99% of the time we're like a minute before the show and
Sometimes
no idea what
even,
we're going to even talk about.
sometimes even like before, there's been times where I'm like, oh man, we got like 2 seconds. I'm gonna do it live, and you like show up. I'm like, all right, let's just go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, well, cool, man. How's the heat over there? Is it kind of
Man,
cool?
it's funny you say that. Thanks for asking. We just had something blow through in the last like 45 minutes. And man, the animals all running around on the property. Everyone's happy. So
Oh, like just like went like a nice cool.
yeah, yeah. So a breeze, something dropped the temperatures down because it's been over 100. I mean, everybody knows, but I'm not complaining. It's just
No,
it's nice to have some coolness.
yeah, man. Well, right before before my nap, we came back from doing something I haven't done since I was a kid. And my kids right now, they're out for summer, and my daughter, my 8-year-old, got invited to like a roller skate party, but she didn't know how to roller skate, right? So she was all sad. So we bought her roller skates, and she's been practicing. And today we took her to a skating ring, the only one kind of like left in San Diego, and it's
Wow,
like very like old school 1980s, like they
badass.
have arcades, and I mean it's old, right? I mean they
Yeah.
have pizza and we went there, and I truly like, man, I felt like a kid. I was
Yeah, isn't that badass? It's
I
like
was
finding a drive-in that
Yeah,
just kind of exists.
I was like showing off to the kids. I was like, watch, I could go backwards. And
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what. If it was me and you there, we would be having a blast because I can do that. I can go straight and then
yeah,
like turn around. How you doing? I
yeah,
just can't keep it going backwards. Can you?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, competition it is.
I know, right?
Uh,
Yeah, no, but it was fun. It was something, like I said, that I think most kids these days are not going to experience that because they're not around anymore, right? Like
mm-mm,
roller
mm-mm.
skate rings, and like you said, like drive-through movie theaters, like, or drive-ins. It was cool. It was very nostalgic, and we had some pizza, and I was like, damn, this reminds me of like childhood, like bowling alley pizza. Like it's like something about it.
That's really cool. So you're going back tomorrow.
I know, right? Yeah, tomorrow I want to go watch.
Abe's ordering his skates tonight and shit.
I know, right? I'm like, I become all pro. I get my little 1970s little shorts. You know what I'm talking about? Like the little, like,
With a little nut hanging out the side. No, short. I can never figure out those basketball players, dude. Back in the day,
yeah,
how
like
they
those.
didn't have some junk hanging out the side of those shorts. But hey, what was I going to tell you? Golly, it was about the roller skating thing. I used to a long time ago. They used to have like one of the deals was they'd have a couples dance, a couple deal, so you can couple skate. That's what it called, a
Yeah,
couple skate. And then they had a race deal where you had a partner that would get down in like in a fetal
yeah,
position.
kind of like, yeah,
Yeah, yes, exactly. And then someone behind them would push them.
yeah. I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And that was I was the one down there. But I got to be careful how I said that. But what I was going to tell you is the couple skate. I just have to tell this quick
yeah,
story, okay? I'm
yeah.
a big, and that's right. I'm a man's man. I'll tell you, I like Barry Manilow. Okay, I love that song. There's just the one particular song.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I'm 100% sober. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Okay, okay. So the song "Can't Smile Without You."
Hmm.
You don't know it.
I don't know. I mean, I maybe if I
You
hear it,
can
but
move on, just like a song. Okay, well, I'm not gonna get into it. Anyway, "Can't Smile Without You." Right. So I had the biggest crush on the DJ lady.
yeah,
She was freaking gorgeous. and she would she's the one that blow the whistle like if you're getting out of hand or whatever.
Mhm.
Well, I remember I'd just sit there and watch her change the records and stuff. Well, it was couple skate. Then they changed the lighting. She's like the DJ, right? So she changed the lighting, and dude, she grabbed my hand and like pulled me out there. So I did the couple skate deal with
With her?
the DJ girl.
What?
Dude, man,
Oh, how old were you?
I
Like
was like
10?
4. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was like, seriously, I was probably
Like looking for your parents?
11, 11.
Oh, that's
Oh
yeah.
no, parents were never around.
Yeah,
We were kids back then. You
Mhm.
didn't have to have parents around. You could be gone for
Yep.
8, 10 hours and not have to worry about shit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
that was a good memory.
that's funny. Well, you speaking of that, like the couples dances and stuff. Not that they had couples dances, but it was kind of funny because we get there and we're, the kids are going around and everyone's kind of having fun. And all of a sudden we see these like, and then man, it's like four, kind of like, I mean, they look like kind of gangster. And look here, I'm not saying just because you have tattoos. I have tattoos, but like these guys look like thugs, like gangsters. And all of a sudden, like we see them there, and then they put on their like old fashioned like the normal skates, right? Like some people had rollerblades and stuff, and all of a sudden they're like doing like synchronized like skating together. I was like, whoa, I did not expect that from these gangsters in here. Like I did 100% did not expect that. They're all good and they're like doing little tricks and
Yeah, yeah, the badass.
like that was funny. But
Hey,
yeah.
that's really cool. Good memories. Hey, before we say hello to everybody in the house,
Mhm.
can you put me on big screen real quick? Because
Yeah.
I want to share something with everybody, which is really something that I'm very proud of, and a special thanks to our friend Jens at Legacy Arts. So, as you guys know, y'all are very faithful to Collection Wars, and Gabe has all this famous TikTok and his master. I mean, he's the master, and when it comes to the you know how do you say it, the prop replicas, he's the man. So, but one thing that I wanted to say that's really really exciting is there's a magazine out there called the Journal of the Wills. It's a licensed magazine through Lucasfilm, and this is a magazine here. And this thing is, I'd like to tell all of you guys, if you don't already subscribe to this, it's a badass magazine. I'm just going to do a shout out to say Journal of the Wills, but it's got really, really good. It's very similar, in my humble opinion, to the Star Wars Insider, but I honestly think, in my humble opinion, that it has a little bit more cool content, especially for the vintage guys. Like, you've got Steve Golly, Lauren Peterson, and showing some of the models and some of the cool things. But one of the coolest things about this one is that Gabe and I got a 6-page spread showing, our collections, and most importantly, what Collection Wars is all about.
Yeah.
And it's an honor for Gabe and I, and I'm very grateful to them out there, and the friendships that have become of this. And it's hard to believe, in the time frame that, we've got, this kind of exposure out there all around the United States and of course the world. It's pretty cool. But isn't this awesome, Gabe? Look,
Yeah.
I mean, really good content.
The profile there, yeah.
Yeah, but what a great honor to be a part of this magazine, Journal of the Wills. And it's another one for the books. But yeah, I just wanted to say a big thank you to the editors involved, including the staff at Journal of the Wills, and of course our friend Jens for
Yeah.
that great publication on Collection Wars and what Gabe and I are all about and what we do. So
Yeah.
congratulations, Gabe. It's pretty cool.
I know, man. No, I love it. That's awesome.
That's
It's
a big honor.
it's a worldwide, that's from now on, I'm gonna introduce myself, be like, hey, my name's Gabe. You might recognize me from our spread in
Right? It's crazy.
no,
But
that
yeah,
is
it's really cool. And if you don't subscribe to it, it's not that much. Again, the content I think is really good in this, but it's this month's issue, and It's issue number 110, Journal of the Wills. So Pete was asking.
Yeah.
So it's badass. So
Yeah.
hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Man. Well, yeah, let's say hi to a bunch of our friends here. We got Roger up in here. What's up, Roger? How you doing? Steven, I just texted you. Um, Evan, what's up, Evan? How you doing? Brad, what's up, Brad? Thanks again for that content and everything and for hooking us up with the little sneak peek there.
Yeah, we'll follow up with that tonight too about some of that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Guillermo, what's up? Guillermo, how you doing? Armando, how you doing? Chris,
Good to see you, Chris.
Scotty, what's up, Scott? How you doing?
Hey, Scott.
Lee, still not wearing your shirt. I know. I just, you know, I had to wear something appropriate to the skating ring. My Guns N' Roses shirt, I guess. uh, Blitz, what's up, man? How you
Hey, bud.
doing? Robin, how are you?
Good to see you, Robin.
Yeah, Sean, what's up, Sean? How you doing? Eric, what's up? Wait, Mondo, yeah. Tim, what's up, Tim? How you doing? Benjamin,
Hey,
uh,
Benji.
very Pete, what's up, Pete? How you doing, Pete?
Brother Pete.
Yeah, better than Star Wars Insider. Now it is. After this,
Oh man, thanks for that, Evan.
oh man,
That's cool.
Jeff, what's up, Jeff? How you doing? Star Wars at 77,
Yeah, now Jeff.
not 88. Yeah.
What's up with that? I mean, I don't even know the story behind that one. Though.
It just there's
Just
another one of our our viewers is Star Wars Addict 88.
gotcha.
Rock Guitar School, awesome. How you doing?
Thanks for hopping in,
Yeah,
Carlos.
Carlos, what's up?
Hey,
And
Sean.
Sean, what's up, Sean? How you doing, man?
Hope things are going good over there, buddy, with you.
Yeah. Did he start? Did you start, Sean?
Yeah, curious.
Yeah, yeah, nice.
So,
Uh,
without spoilers and stuff tonight, Gabe, we've got to talk about because I have some things to say about the new Indiana Jones, and
yeah.
if Steven has time to hop on, and I'd love to get
What's up, David?
some feedback. Did you see it? You haven't seen it, obviously. You've been.
I haven't seen it. I just okay. Steven says he's kind of in the middle of something. They're doing some reconstruction, tiling.
He's
So
probably
he can't jump off.
he's probably building his arc right now.
Right. um, but I want to hear. I mean, I definitely want to hear what your opinion is on that. I know we don't see eye to eye sometimes with the indie movies.
Yeah,
but I want
you
to.
know what? You're right. You're right about that one.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I want to. I kind of want to know. I want to hear your take on it.
Okay, so obviously, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to give away anything like that. Indiana Jones dies at the end, but I will tell you that with the critics, everybody, a lot of times I was talking to my friend, my other friend Lee, here local, and we were talking about a lot of people take what the critics say and they just take it from there, and they sometimes will just pass it off and not even go. Especially now, I mean, not many people go to the theaters anymore like used to, and people like me, and I know a lot of people in the chat yearn to go to a movie theater and get that feeling that we've always had as kids and stuff. Because no telling in 3-4 years if the theaters are even going to exist, right? But I was pleasantly surprised. Jens and I went last night to see it. I thought it was a great movie. I really did. The critics were saying that, the girl in there, that she's overacts, and I was just hearing all kinds of stuff that, it's not. And then I did get a chance to talk to Steven and Armando first, actually, because he went to an early screening, I believe, but they were playing early and I didn't know about it. But he liked it. Steven and Carlos said that they really enjoyed it. They felt that it didn't feel like a true Indiana. There he is saying it right now, a true film, Indiana Jones film. And I know what he's saying about that. But I will say, without giving away spoilers, I will say one thing that was absolutely fantastic is the CG for the CGI. It's you don't even think about, oh, they're doing a really good job making him young.
Yeah. I heard that they did do a good job at making him young. No, you don't think?
Far from that start. Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you right now. Never mind. I'm not going to get into it with him on the thing. Okay. It was really good though. But what's amazing is they show a young Indiana Jones, not like in Star Wars for like a Tarkin or a Leia for just
Yeah.
like, 20 seconds, 15 seconds.
Mhm.
We're talking a good 15 minutes of young Indiana. And dude, not once do I look at it and think, oh, they did pretty good. It's like, no, look, they shot this way back. I mean, it's him. It just blows me away. Some of the
Well,
things were
well,
just
from my understanding, it wasn't necessarily all CG, right? From my understanding, it was actually footage of him that was filmed back then, and they like superimposed it somehow, like using CG technology, or, like,
just to
they
move his
used,
mouth around.
or something like that. Like, yeah, that they used the old footage as like maybe like the base for the CG or something
Well,
like.
that explains then why it looks so legit. And one thing that I will say is, I'm not giving away spoilers, but and guys might not even know, but they use his 82-year-old voice, or however old he is, when when he's 32 years old or whatever. So, but you got to really be. I was listening because Steven told me that, so I was actually paying a little more attention to
Mhm.
that. I don't think it's a hit or miss,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna say something for you guys. If y'all haven't seen it, hit the mute or something, because I just got to just say and I'm going to start talking about it right now. There's a little bit of
Yeah.
Back to the Future shit in it going on in there, like going.
Really?
Yeah. So that, other than that it's good, but that was kind of corny. You know what I mean? But I can tell you guys that I went to the movies, I watched it, and I enjoyed watching the movie. So I didn't leave disappointed.
Yeah.
So that's my intake.
All right, I'm gonna have to. I mean, I think from what I heard that I mean, you have to watch it. I mean, and then that's the thing about this type of movie, right? Is that no matter what, you have to kind of watch it. Um, just because, I mean, it's like if a new Star Wars movie came out, who's
Yeah.
not gonna watch it, right? Like, you're just gonna watch it.
Mm.
But okay, so here's my question for you, Michael. In like modern movies, like for example, like Top Gun, right? You really like the new Top Gun,
I
right?
enjoyed it a lot.
From like taking that in consideration, do you think this indie movie kind of gives you that same feeling?
No.
No.
No, I wish it could, and that's a really good way to put it, Gabe. That's
Mhm.
awesome. But no, but
Mhm.
I still enjoyed it. Like, it's not like I can't wait to go back and see it again. Like Maverick, and I was never like a, hey, Top Gun's my shit. I think what was so incredible about Maverick,
Mhm.
it was the first time it brought back some good movie
Mhm.
nostalgia of the good old days. You know what I mean? I think that a big majority of the people that watch the movies, I was sitting in the audience, I was looking around at all these younger people, and it's just, they don't know the story. These are, people that like
Yeah.
Temple of Doom and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was just thinking though that it's just not the same as it used to be. That's why Maverick was so exciting. It brought that back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Right.
I don't know.
All right.
Oh,
Evan's asking, rank it
I wish
against
I
the
wish
other.
Evan could jump on. You know what? That's a good one. So like me personally, I like, of course, Raiders.
Yeah.
And you know what I'll rate it against? And I'm not kidding you. What? But I liked it as much as 3.
Oh, really? The Last
Yeah,
Crusade?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. It's the story was pretty good, but what I liked about it is I loved the locations.
Mm.
The locations were really cool. I
Yeah.
always love seeing that old, World War II German backgrounds and stuff. It's a lot, I know no telling how much is blue screen, but it's pretty legit. Some of the old, I love seeing the old airplanes and
Yeah.
the trucks and stuff. So,
Armando says it's way better than Crystal Skull, though. At least,
uh, dude, that's not even in the.
yeah, it's not even ranked in your.
Yeah, that's like Back to the Future 2 shit. We're just don't even talk
Yeah.
about it. You know what I mean?
Wait, did you tell me you watched Temple of Doom recently again or no? Yeah, right.
I actually did, and you know what? I just as a kid though, I'm just telling you, as a kid, like your Return of the Jedi, I get
Right,
it
right,
sometimes, but
yeah.
no, but no, seriously,
Yeah,
it was kind of like I don't know it that well, so when I watched it, it was kind of like watching it all over again. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think what really turned me off was the voodoo shit, pulling the heart out of the chest stuff.
Oh, okay. So that,
I never really liked that, but
yeah.
I did enjoy the Last Crusade. I thought who played his dad was awesome,
Mhm.
and you know.
Yeah.
But I'm
No.
going to tell you guys, and I'm not going to tell you, but I will tell you what was really badass
Yeah.
is the people that you get to see in it.
All right.
Yeah, the ending is really cool.
All
So
right. All right. All right.
except for he dies.
Yeah. All
But
right.
I'm not going to let y'all know that.
Yeah. No, don't. You just let us know.
Yeah,
um, you just let us know that he died early on.
yeah, he just died.
That's how you
So,
opened it up. So no.
but
Um,
his heart didn't come out of his chest or anything like that.
what's yeah, the Kalima. What's funny is that scene that you're describing, that's like the part that like you're like, it's a little too. When I was a kid, that terrified me.
I
Like I
bet.
used to have nightmares about that scene. And it's funny because like my kids, even as when they're little, I would, that's kind of the first Indiana Jones movie that we watched. And my little daughter, I have videos of her. She was chasing us around, like going Kalima, Kalima, Shakti Day, and like she was just chasing. For some reason, I think it's the fact that kind of it like put some fear in them that like they like even gravitated more towards it. It's kind of a weird thing, but
That movie should have been called Indiana Jones: The Screaming Lady, because that's all you hear in that movie
yeah,
is her
Chris, yeah,
Steven Spielberg's wife screaming, dude. It's like shut up, you know. I
yeah.
mean, if I don't know, but maybe if they would have had a couple little nudie scenes with her in there, but they didn't. Of course, none of that happened, So,
Jeez.
but yeah,
Um, speaking of Steven Spielberg, I finally watched his last movie, the one with about his life. Did you end up watching that, Michael?
I fell asleep watching
Yeah,
it, but
I,
I was digging like him working with all the little Boy Scouts and all that stuff.
yeah, like trying to recreate the train, like
Yeah,
crash,
yeah, yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I was that one was a little. I was disappointed actually in it. Like when you actually watch the whole thing, I was like, oh, it just ends like this. I'm like, oh, well, I guess like
Yeah.
Fablemans. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep,
But
that's
yeah, but hey, I will say I did want to finish watching it though.
yeah, yeah. I
And
mean,
like, what would be cool in the Fablemans if they
mm,
would have showed him like as a like working on ET or something like that. Maybe they do, and I just don't know that yet. But that'd have been kind of cool.
yeah, yeah. And I think that's the underwhelming part. You know what I mean? That it's
Mhm.
like how it ends, just
Yeah,
like
because you already know.
abruptly it ends, and you're like, oh man, I kind of wanted to like get into like his, early in his career and stuff, but
Yeah, for
uh,
sure.
yeah.
And what's funny though is the Dark Side Brick Oven Pizza Company has more Steven Spielberg related movie props in there than Star Wars could even have, which is
I mean,
and different themed. But yeah, right. Lucas is Star Wars,
yeah,
right?
that makes sense.
Spielberg is like 10 different
Yeah,
movies
yeah, yeah. I mean,
that
what
were
it's
awesome.
only Lucasfilm is just Star Wars indie Howard the Duck, I guess.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I got his ducks being commissioned right now. David Boudreaux's doing it for me.
There you go. Yeah. Um, yeah, no, of course. No, I mean Steven Spielberg, I mean, he is like the director of the 80s. So I mean,
Mhm.
there's just no way around that.
Yeah,
So very cool.
yeah.
Um So we were talking a little bit about the auction. And you guys,
Yes.
we obviously got some sneak peeks into the prop stores auction last week. We got to see the early preview night of it. And we were talking on the show when we were like, how much is that Princess Leia dress gonna sell for? Right?
You're
Let's
thinking 6 million, $6 million, right? We were thinking six
yeah,
million.
that's what I guess. I was like, it was probably gonna be in the six. I mean, there's just no way like it can't hit that, right? Like there's just no way. And then I'm gonna pull it up because we need to pull up some of these scenes because I know we're all kind of drooling over a few of these pieces that we were just like, oh my god, like I can't believe this is up for auction. Um, so let's bring it up because I think the biggest disappointment, and I'm sure Prop Store would agree with that it was a big disappointment. The
Yeah.
Princess Leia dress did not sell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
David said 10. I trust me. I mean, and you wouldn't have been like off. Like last week, you people would have agreed with you. I mean, even at 1 million, everyone would have been like, "No way!" Like that's gonna get way more than 1 million. You know?
I mean, we had a studio scale X-wing that went for 2.4.
Right. Exactly. And that kind of set that standard and that
Yeah, I think
you
so.
know. And I think that's where I don't know. Maybe Prop Store just like because there was a lot of advertisement for this. Like there was a lot of promotion for you know
Mm,
for all this. So let's look for Star Wars.
yeah, that was crazy.
So I know there's a couple of pieces that you were looking into, right, Michael? So we
I'll tell
can
you what, a lot's happened since last Saturday night. I was very much, these things can I take it, kind of leave it in, but it was cool that Brad was there and giving the tour made it fun, and I was kind of getting into it. But then, yeah, seeing some of those things really caught my eye, and then
no.
it changed some
Let
things.
me. I'm gonna log in really quick so we can look at the results.
And
All
Evan,
right.
you're gonna enjoy the movie tomorrow.
So let's kind of look at the Spaceballs models that we talked about. $34,000 sold.
Holy shit!
All right, let's see what some of these items that we're looking at. Well, I mean, I guess let's just kind of look through all of them, right? There's a lot of them that didn't sell, and I don't know if it was because the reserve was so high or what, but
So
there's a
can I
lot.
ask you something, Gabe? Don't mean to
Yeah,
cut you off.
no,
So when it says make an offer,
yeah,
does it mean that you have does it mean make an offer, or does
yeah,
it you have to
yeah.
make an offer? Okay.
Yeah, like I could go in there and make an offer. But the problem is this is that who so with these types of auctions, what they are is that they get coast like the consigners, right? So they'll find collectors that have these things and are like, okay, you want to sell it? They try to court them into selling it through them. And then the seller gets to pick if there's a reserve or not, right? So a reserve basically says if there's no bid, if like let's say the Princess Leia dress, the owner is probably like the least I'll take is $1 million. So unless it hits $1 million, I'm not gonna sell it. So then the reserve is 1 million. So it has to go over that for it to actually, get sold. So what's gonna happen here though is like for example, the Princess Leia dress is gonna say make an offer, but the seller's still not going to accept the offer unless it's kind of close to that reserve, right? Because he obviously technically rejected $975,000.
Right.
So it's not like so. For example, like this one says estimates 12 to 24,000 for this lightsaber. It's not like you could submit like 10,000 and they'll accept it. It's probably very unlikely that they're going to say yes, right? But maybe you never know.
Yeah.
So look, here's the painting that Lauren Peterson won, the Joe Johnson trench run, $68,000. Now you keep in mind, it's not even just $68,000. There's a 25% hammer fee as well.
Above and beyond that.
So an extra 25,000 or 25% is going to get taxed onto that.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So here's the dress, unsold. So let's look at it though, because I could actually see the bids. All right, so there was 12 bids, and here's how it started. So it looks like the first bid was 700,000, and then it went up to 25,000, 50,000, 75,000, 800,000, 825, 850, and then it stopped at 975 because the next bid would have been $1 million,
Right.
which is kind of crazy because I mean at that point, right? Like let's say the bottom one, the 950,000 one, I mean at that point you might as well round it up to 1 million, right? I mean,
Right.
you're
Right.
already there. So maybe I think people knew that the reserve was low. And look, I'm not saying that prop store, is doing that or there's anything shady, but I know for a fact that some of these auctions, what they'll do is they'll start creating the bidding war, right? In,
Yeah.
internally, or maybe through some people that know each other, right?
Right. Right.
That happened in one of the auctions that I was doing
Really?
a few months ago, and the only reason I knew is because the owner, once I won the piece, the owner straight up admitted to me that he was bidding on it because he wanted it for his collection, and I was like, that seems a little like
That's
weird. Like,
bullshit.
right. The auction, like the one who's hosting the fucking auction, straight up in a message told me, "Oh, I was bidding on that because I wanted it in my collection." I'm like, "The fuck out of here! You were raising the price. That's what you were doing." And
Yeah.
I'm the sucker that wanted that piece and kept on going up. So, anyways, I think what could have happened is that maybe there was no real interest from like real bidders on this dress, and maybe they knew that 1 million was the, you know, kind of the bottom line, so they knew they had to stop at 975,000. Now, again, this is just all speculation, and I'm not saying prop store would ever do that. I'm saying like maybe privately somebody was doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know. Even I always used to wonder that in eBay if there was
Yeah.
somebody that did that shit.
Yeah. So, oh, well, there you go. I mean, if it had a $2 million, I don't think it did because I think the estimate said it was 1 million to 2 million, and I really doubt they would have put the reserve at the higher point of that. But maybe, I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's what Benjamin's saying right there. I
yeah,
woke up from my nap. It was the very end of A New Hope on cable TV, and
yeah,
it was the celebrate. They were celebrating, and it was her in the dress.
yeah.
And man, they did a good job on building that display for that dress. But
Oh yeah,
I just wonder what it's gone through,
yeah. No,
and
it's
how
it's
brittle it is.
all right. Now let's. Sorry, it's
I
loading.
agree, Brett.
All right. Well, let's look at some of the other stuff that was at auction. And I'm going to show you what I was but I forgot about it, so I didn't end up bidding on it. But this is the one thing that I wanted to bid on, but I didn't. Which was the little stop motion little caliper thing. I'll show it to you right now. So this thing too, remember this painting?
Yes,
The New Hope, the Ralph McQuarrie hand painted, 175,000.
that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Oh,
I
here's
hear. Oh man, that's a
here's
bad subject right there. Yeah,
I know. I know. I know you're interested in that. But keep
yeah.
it
I still don't know if I could have afforded to do that, But it's a really cool piece, and
well,
considering my love for studio.
and you got to remember though, that person that won it at 10,000 is going to pay what? 12,500, right? Because of
Right,
the hammer.
right. Yeah.
Um but
I was thinking last week how to display that in a
mhm,
in a shadow case
yeah,
with the blowing up the that shot they have of it blowing up,
with like
and
little
you could barely kind of see the model, and it
yeah,
would have been cool to have that like 3D'd out with
yeah,
that. So I was thinking about all that. I just, to be completely 100% honest, I forgot and thought it
yeah.
was going to be on Saturday, and then I talked to you, Gabe,
Yeah.
yesterday, and you told me it had already gone for 10. And I was
Yeah.
like, shit. I mean,
This this one's the one right next to it, Michael. Did you see that? Look at that was a sleeper right there. From 50 to 100,000 ended up selling for 337,500.
oh my gosh.
And apparently it's like what they, I guess it's to edit. Is that what they're doing?
Oh, that's badass.
Optical printer from A New Hope. I don't really actually even know what that is.
Hey, Sean, I remember you. Yeah, that's badass.
Oh, look, it has. So that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that's a special kind of a collector there, that whoever
yeah,
got that.
yeah. I mean, imagine, paying. I mean, more than $250,000 for that. I really like this piece. I I would have definitely bid, but I probably would have only bid maybe up to like 2,000 on this. The little exploded Tie Fighter piece. It ended up selling for 4,062.
Do you think that would you have paid that much for it?
No, I would have stopped. I would have put my max at 2.
Yeah.
Um, what else sold? Some of these things, like look at the Don Post R2. There's a Don Post R2, $28,000
Golly,
for the
man.
Don Post one. Like that, and I'm gonna show you some
All I'm
replicas.
going to say respectfully is I'm not even going to say anything.
Look
What
at
did
this,
that meteor sell for?
46,000, almost
What? No
$47,000.
way.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane for a
Hey, I
little.
wonder what a Don Post C3PO would go for there in an auction.
I mean, if that one went up for that price, I
I'll
mean,
bet you'd be 50.
I'm not gonna doubt that. I mean, at that price, look at, and then the production Lando skiff guard only 15,000,
That's unbelievable. That's something I could see you wanting.
right? And look at the blaster right next to it, the Rebel Trooper blaster, 43,000.
That's unbelievable.
Um,
Hey, what the doll? What did that figure?
didn't sell, unsold.
Oh,
Yeah. Revenge of the Jedi. Let's see.
golly, that carded went for a lot.
Yeah, 6,000, 6,200.
Man, there's a lot of uneducated people that buy that kind of stuff, you know. But
Yeah.
how do you put a price on something if you want it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think
And if
that's
you have the money to get it, you know. So
exactly.
if the person's watching our show that about that, maybe you guys know something I don't, but that's a lot of money for that figure.
And again, I think it's more personal, right? A lot of these things, if
Yeah, but I don't understand how it went for that. I just don't get it.
yeah.
But
Let's see what else. Tron stuff. This one, I would have loved to have this. And the only reason I like this is because I collected those comic books. Does everybody remember those? The Dark Horse, what are they called? Dark Empire.
yep,
Oh, look at this. This one's kind of crazy. This McQuarrie. Remember the McQuarrie Stormtrooper hand drawing?
yep.
$4,000. That's not that bad for an original like McQuarrie hand
See,
drawing,
that's what I'm saying.
right? Oh,
Okay, this is a topic we got to talk about right here.
yeah, and we'll come back to that. But it
Okay,
was
sounds good.
unsold.
Yeah, you know what? It's crazy that the other one went for like 70,000 bucks, right? And
Mhm.
then it ends up that one for four. I know it's not colored. You know, another one I hear I think it was Steve Sansweet. He's got that big giant banner that Ralph McQuarrie painted for
Mhm.
it was like for the one of the openings of Star Wars.
Yeah,
It was like I forget the details. I know a few of you guys will know the story, but that's like his most loved thing in his whole collection is that Ralph McQuarrie
yeah,
banner, that Star Wars banner. I think he needs to have that thing, behind glass and shit.
yeah. Look at this little Lego piece, $10,000 for a little Lego.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Han shot first. The
But
Force Awakens staff, and I'm gonna say that I don't think that's real. It can't be real, but 6,800. Um, maybe it's a production piece, but I want to show you this, and I know Pete's gonna be like, "Oh man," because remember they're selling some icons pieces. Remember that
Hey, what did the R2 unsold? Okay.
unsold? Yeah, you can make an offer. That one's not that bad. Look at 1,000 to 2,000. I bet you if you offer 1,000, they might take it. And Aldrin, this is kind of ridiculous because like how I mean I don't know how you're really gonna prove that it was
Yeah.
part of the Alderon explosion, right? I mean, I'm sure they have some type of
Yeah, but it's just nothing that you can really display. You want to be able to like your stuff, Gabe. You got some really cool pieces that you got from the
you know.
Mandalorian stuff, and
Yeah, you got
that's
you
cool how
know,
you display that. That's the exciting part when you're. I'm excited to display. That Battlestar Galactica, Joe Johnston helmet that I have,
yeah,
the Battlestar helmet.
yeah. A lot of hand drawings. Hey, look at this. I know Armando
Oh,
and I.
that's what I think is Armando because he wears that shirt.
Yeah, Armando and I. I mean, Armando is the one who pointed them out to me, and I picked up a replica of this, $3,000 for that T-shirt.
Damn.
Let's see.
Which one is that? The McQuarrie painting there.
It's $1,000. It's probably a print. Tell you the
Huh.
truth, I don't think that's an original. Probably just because it has his autograph probably on it.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this! Like the Marsha Lucas one, probably the ones that Hector did, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the only time that she signed. So, oh, here we go, Pete. I know, Pete, you're not gonna like this, but the Icons Tie Fighter, the one that I have right here,
When
5,300.
you sold to him for $500,
One you sold to me for
a lot less.
a lot less than that, Pete. I'm sorry, man. And then look at the X-wing, $4,000.
Yeah,
That's
that's
insane.
crazy.
I mean, and again, they're replicas, right? They're licensed replicas. And in fact, what happened was, funny enough, there's this gentleman in the UK that messaged me maybe about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and he was like, "Hey man, somebody's selling these icons. I don't know anything about them. He's selling the Tie Fighter and the X Wing. He's selling them both to me for £3,000." And I was like, "Man, look, that's a great deal. I mean, regardless, like they have lineage. They come from the one of the pyro Tie fighters. I'm like the X Wing has lineage. Like that's a great deal." So he thanked me a week later. He's like, "I picked them up. I love them. Like they're brand new in the box, everything." And I just took a screenshot of that earlier, and I was like, "Look at this! Congratulations!" And he literally bought them for £3,000, and
Dang,
I mean, look at what these things are selling for.
that's crazy.
I know,
Okay,
man.
what
Look,
do those go for?
it's Han Solo carded 3,700,
Yeah, that's pretty normal. But that Boba Fett, that's incredible.
3,400.
Yeah, I can see that thing going for about $5,000.
Oh, really? That's
Oh, wait,
low.
wait, wait. 3,400. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I even with my glasses on, I thought it was 34,000. So I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. A lot of pencil drawings, which kind of, I mean, oh, this is the one that I wanted to bid on. This thing. So you know how like when they did the stop motion, that's one of those little like measuring tools, like the little calipers that they
Yeah,
used,
that's really cool.
and it's like owned by one of the stop motion um, guys. What's his name? Gary. What's his name?
That Doug?
No, I'm trying to see. Name's Oh yeah, Doug Busick, Beswick.
Yeah, he had quite a few little things in this auction, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, but I really wanted one of these to display with my AT-AT. You know what I mean? Like to put it in there, like
Dude,
really cool.
that would have been great. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
But you lost out on that one.
I forgot. I totally forgot. But even then, I don't think I would have put my max bid that high. So I think I would have lost it anyways.
Mm.
I think same. I probably would have gone up to 2,000, which was the maximum estimated. But I mean, obviously, I would have lost it because somebody would really wanted that. They didn't sell the elusive concept. So that elusive concept is this one. So they were estimating 4 to 8,000.
You can find them usually for around the three, right? The three lane. It originally sold for three, didn't it?
I think honestly, it originally at Sharper Image.
1,500?
At
1,500?
Sharper Image, it might have been even less than that originally.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
uh,
right. It was Sharper Image. I remember
yeah.
now.
You see them. I mean, I guess it depends where you look. I mean, you see them on eBay anywhere from like 4 to 6.
Yeah.
Um, but if you look for like a local seller, yeah, probably like 3 to 4. But the problem is shipping, right? Like you're gonna have to get it from a local seller because,
Right.
yeah, I mean it's life size, right? And it's heavy. And um, what else do they have in here? Yeah, just some some production pieces. Um, but yeah,
What did that Kenner box go for? Just curious.
1875.
Mm.
But I don't know. See, let's look at it because I don't know. Do they have anything in it?
No.
Oh wait, this is the HasLab freaking Jabba sail barge.
Oh.
It's the sail barge.
And how much did it go for?
1875.
Ah,
Is that how much? Do you have that? Do you have the
I
sail
do.
barge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much? Do you remember how much it was? Like when?
600, I think.
Okay. All right. See, there you go. I think just people get kind of crazy with these auctions, right? Because I'm sure
Yeah.
you could find
I,
that sail barge from a collector like way cheaper than
I
that, right?
was actually told that they're like going for over 15 to 2,000.
Oh, okay. So they are. Okay.
Yeah, and I somebody just recently told me that. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So
These little Ewok little trophies sold
uh,
for $8,000.
damn.
Mhm. Look at this, like this hand drawn Lawrence Noble Darth Vader. That's kind of cool.
Okay, wait, that's pretty cool. What is that?
So Lawrence Noble, the guy who did the Yoda fountain.
Oh yeah, I know all about him now.
I know, and we're gonna. I think it'll be a good segue to talk about that. So it
Yeah.
looks like it's his pencil drawing. So when he was, because he also did a Vader statue.
Oh,
Yeah.
where is that one at?
I don't think there's nowhere. It's actually here. Like they're auctioning one of them. Here, I'll bring it back up once it loads. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, they're. Let me see. I saw it. It was right next to the Yoda. Oh yeah, first page. And then once we do that, let's talk about the.
Yeah, well, I'll tell the story. It's funny as hell.
Let's see. Oh, there. Did I miss it? Where is it? Where is it? Coming up right there. Okay, see, look, he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
they're expecting about the same price.
I
Which is,
didn't even realize that. So
yeah.
it must be from his collection personally.
So it's the same. It's all bronze. Let me see, limited edition. I'm sure it was used. Mm,
Personally displayed at the California State Fair for fans to see and enjoy.
yeah. What's the size? I can't even see.
Dude, that's
About
not
42 inches.
damn. I thought
But
it was like a life size.
yeah, but it didn't sell. Neither did this guy.
Yeah.
All right. So as it's loading,
Yeah.
come on. There it is. Oh, come on. Did I push back? All right. It's coming up. So we were talking about this, right? That's the same day, right? Last week on Saturday night,
Hmm.
we were talking about this, right? And
So
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, so everybody knows. So we were doing this show this last Saturday night, and we were looking at it, and I was just going, and then all of a sudden I thought, oh shit, that's cool. And then I was looking at it. Well, these little my little things in my head just started turning, and I was just waiting for the show to end because I wanted to talk to Gabe about it afterwards because I wanted to know, like, what do you think this thing's going to go for? I didn't know that the bid was already at 18 freaking thousand bucks.
No.
So I thought, dude, would it be badass to go to the dark side and be able to see a bronze Yoda fountain? I mean, you can go to the Presidio and get a picture taken by it, or you go to the few people get to see it at Skywalker Ranch. And I thought, man, this place just wouldn't be the same without a Yoda fountain.
Mm.
So we get off the show, and I'm like, Gabe, dude, what do you think about that? And he's like, well, the reserves right now at 18. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's a lot, you know? And I'm like, well, do you know somebody who could we could maybe print one and do, because I know nothing about bronze, guys. So I'm like, what can we do? So Gabe's telling me kind of the process of with his knowledge on, what's involved. So then I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm excited, dude. I can't sleep that night, right? He's telling me you got to get sand, and they do this and that, and it's already 12 in the morning. So I'm like, shit. So the next morning, I'm calling Izzy, I'm calling Joel, and I'm calling local on a Sunday, these local bronze places to find out, can you do something like this? Well, after about 15 freaking phone calls, I had put a call in a little earlier, but realized it's California time to David Boudreaux up in California. And I'm telling him because I know he's going to know the process. He's like, hey, dude, you know Sideshow's got him, right? And I'm like, holy shit, they do. So Lawrence Noble, they recreated out of the same mold these Yodas, and they're still not cheap. They're $8,500, but I'm like, holy shit, Dave. He goes, yeah, I know that Secret Compass has them, and I'm like, oh man, because I was thinking in my head, 15 grand. All right, if I can get it, because 18,000. If I bid the 18,000, it's going to probably go for 25. I'm not going to pay 25 grand, so I could probably have one made for around 7, 8. And then Richard Riley was telling me there's no way, it's bronze, it's expensive. So anyway, I go to Sideshow, and there's a wait list. So I get on the wait list, and then I'm wondering, you know, how long is it, what are the odds of it? Because I'm wanting to build a fountain.
Yeah.
So I get a hold of this guy over there at Secret Compass, and he's like, I don't know, because the allocation, if they're going to even, because they still haven't shipped. They were supposed to ship in May. So long story short, guys, I picked one up, and I was able to, through the Secret Compass guy, he gave me a 100% guarantee that I would get one. So I put a deposit down with that guy. So then Monday morning, I'm calling my rockers. Yeah, look at this thing. You'll see that it's.
Yeah, let me bring it up. There it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's a direct replica, right?
Yeah, and it's a lot better than $18,000, and that it didn't even go for that.
Yep.
That's
So then, let me bring this up.
So I was thinking about where and how, and voila, we built the fountain for Yoda, and it's to spec. So the base is 19 and a half inches in width, and it's an octagon base. So I did an octagon center, and you can see on the top, we just finished this today. So a concept last Saturday, a reality a week later. It's badass. So it's going to have 3 tiers. I matched as close as I could is what we saw at the Presidio when I was there. And yeah, what do you think, Gabe?
Yeah, that's gonna be really cool. Now, the one thing that me and you were talking about though is how are you gonna secure that to the fountain?
I know. So we're it's kind of hard to explain over the internet, but we're building 2 bases that are going to be an inch in diameter bigger than the actual base. Mm-hmm. So until I get the actual piece, mm-hmm. I'm gonna mount it underneath where it's going to have dowels that are going to go through the first base. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Because there's some funny stories I've heard about people stealing the Yodas, and but I was going to keep this a secret. But look, this is a piece that everybody goes to, that wants to go to Lucasfilm. You can't get in, but they go get their picture taken with the Yoda. And I think, the dark side wouldn't be, complete without a bronze Yoda. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm excited to have it there. It's in a really cool corridor, guys. So hey, Gabe, I sent you that picture last week. Text you of that corridor where the fountain is.
Hmm.
Do you have it or no?
I think so. Yeah. The video, right?
Yeah, no, it was just the still.
Like the
No,
as they're
no,
making
no,
it.
no, just the still. I sent it to
Uh,
you last Saturday.
let's see.
That was funny. The
Yeah,
job of that.
the one with the smooth.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Let me bring that up.
So the picture I'm going to show you guys right now that Gabe's going to pull up is this corridor. That's the middle right there.
Hold on.
That you'll see what it looked like before the fountain was put in. But kind of give you an idea when you walk into the place. So that's it. So when you walk in, it's secured, and then to the left there in that center where that center post is dude, Yoda's going to look badass in there, dude. So and
Yeah.
then we'll have, of course, your seating and your music playing and stuff in there. So yeah, guys, I'm glad to share that cool story with you, and I hope y'all can appreciate it as much as I can, and it's going to be badass. So
Yeah, and that was quick, man. I mean, literally last week we are on the phone, like trying to figure it out. And yeah, I had totally forgot that they made replicas. And
I did too.
we talked about it on the show, like I mean, maybe last year or something. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
David's like, I saved you 18,000, so you can just send me half of that. I'm like, oh, thanks a lot, dude.
yeah, I bet, man. But that's cool, man. Yeah, that's gonna be a fine addition to the restaurant, man. Really cool.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that, Pete. Oh, I'm sorry. Who's that? Yeah,
Who is it?
yeah, Sean.
No.
Yeah. I need to know some details about that. So, but yeah, it's gonna be cool.
That's funny. Don't secure it, just have it drop. If it's like touch, so it's like
Oh, I know, right? That's cool.
yeah,
But it's gonna look beautiful out there. It's gonna match
yeah.
the all of the landscape in there perfect. Because I wanted to do a waterfall the whole time, some kind of a
Yeah.
water feature. I just
Mhm.
wasn't sure what. And dude, I
Yeah.
mean, it's just so exciting.
Yeah. That one you should definitely look into at least getting a little solid real metal, like, like almost like one of those stamp looking metal plaques for it and to put like, or maybe it comes with it. I mean, I don't know, but something that says like, this is an exact, you know, from the same cast or the same, mold as the one in the Presidio or something like that.
That's a great idea, actually. Because so on the very back of the actual Yoda base, it's
Mhm.
stamped on there. But that would be cool because all of the replicas in the restaurant are going to have plaques.
Right.
So that absolutely has to have. And
Yeah, like just even some little metal one, like
yeah, and I can put it in the stone, easy.
yeah, that way people could be like, "Oh, like that's the exact one that's at Lucasfilm. That's cool."
Yeah, that would be cool, right?
Yeah,
Sean, I wouldn't expect a better comment than that one. Every time I send him something sick,
that's what makes
he's,
it.
he's great.
Yeah, play some theme
Yeah,
Yoda
no
music
kidding,
on
buddy.
there. Very
Yeah,
like calm.
and it's gonna be playing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's very cool, man. Can't
Yeah,
wait.
but I was excited.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought, you know what? I want to keep it, make it a surprise, but it's gonna be a surprise. I mean, it's
yeah,
just my friends on the show that watch this channel is the ones that I'm sharing it with now.
of course. Yeah,
So it's cool.
very cool. Um, well, cool. Well, also we're going to talk about a little bit about I know Comic Con is coming up, San Diego Comic Con, right? It's a big deal. Obviously, usually it's the biggest convention, but this year it's gonna be kind of crazy because all the studios are pulling out of it. Have you heard that, Michael?
That what?
That all the studios are pulling out of San Diego Comic Con.
No.
Yeah, yeah. Because you know how like usually they'll have like the studios. So there's the famous Hall H, right? And it's like the big hall where they like announce all the new movies and all the actors come out, and they'll usually like give some, they'll drop a new trailer or something like that. Apparently this year pretty much all the studios pulled out. They're not gonna, they're not gonna do Hall H. There's still gonna be vendors and stuff, but like the big vendors like Sideshow Collectibles is not gonna be there,
Wow.
and that's a huge, huge.
Do you know why? Do you have a understanding?
From my understanding from Sideshow is that they've had in the last couple years like so much success with their like virtual Comic Con, right? Because they'll do like an online.
That's
Remember,
right.
like we covered it. Remember they were showing like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the Salacious Crumb and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so and they have all these deals and offers. So I guess they've had such success that they didn't see, I guess, the need to like spend all that money to put their display there. They're trying to cut. I'm sure they're trying to cut costs and stuff because I'm pretty sure that's probably the most expensive convention, around, right? I mean, I'm sure they're trying.
Dude, it's gonna be a huge Funko swap me.
I
Swap.
I mean, I'm sure. No, I think what's going to happen because again, so we get the local news here, and obviously we're in San Diego, so we get a lot of like little articles and little stories about it, and they're interviewing like the president of Comic Con and things like that, and they're like, no, I mean it's still going to be popular, but it is kind of going back to the roots because it's supposed to be a comic convention, right? And that's what it
Yeah.
was. It was about focusing on the artists and like on comic books and stuff like that. So they said that this is kind of the first time that it is kind of going back towards that instead of being so like movie focused. It's
And
kind of
deep
going
down, their pocketbook, they're like shit.
oh, 100%, 100%. And it's kind of funny because like we go every year, but we don't go to the halls. Like we don't really go to the announcements. We just like to walk around and see people in costume and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's still gonna be there. So for our experience, it's not gonna change. And then I am gonna be working with EFX collectibles at Comic Con with this really really cool event. And it's
And then
gonna
the virtual toys, or
I'm excited. The virtual, no, that's already been done. I've been paid. I'm looking to spend that cash on something really soon.
that's hilarious. I've already been paid. I'm done. I'm moved on.
I paid. All right, I'm done. I sold my soul to the devil. I got my money. I'm ready. I'm ready. That's why I was ready to buy at this auction. I was like, I got some cash to spend. So thank you for all the hateful messages you guys.
Hey, what I want to know is how many subscribers did you gain, or how many subscribers did you lose?
I mean, honestly, it was mostly on Facebook where like people were like flipping out about that, and I honestly like Facebook is like, I mean, I don't really care. Like I don't, I don't know. It's not really my target audience, I guess, for my stuff. But
That's hilarious.
yeah, no, I mean, I wasn't worried about that. And again, look, I'm not. Look, I've already been.
Hey, you
I've
don't have
already
to.
been paid. I'm not here to promote them here or anything. But what I'm saying is
Next
that
week you got paid again.
look, those things, when you interact with them inside of that software and all that stuff, you never know. There's a lot of people that collect that kind of stuff, and can't hate on people that collect certain things.
No, not
Like
at
David,
all.
we
But you
can't
can't. That's not collecting anything.
we can't hate on the Funko Pop collectors, just like we can't hate on the virtual toy collectors.
Dude.
Dang, guys, come on.
Here behind me, I have some invisible thing. It's dust free. Don't
Well,
have to worry about that. I'll never have to
well,
dust them off.
all I'm saying is
The
that
lighting is beautiful. No,
that money in my bank account is not invisible.
I
So,
know, Seth. I know, Seth.
um,
I just can't even believe it's a conversation, dude. I mean, I can't believe it's worth a paycheck.
oh no, it's not. That's just the beginning, man. That's not going away. That's like where it's.
I know. That's the
it's all
craziest
going.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, man.
That's jeez.
Well, especially now, like with Apple announcing their little like headset and like the virtual meta world stuff, like it's going that route, and people are
There's so
going.
many movies from the mid '70s up, shit, even earlier than that, to the '80s that predicted the shit that we're fixing to go through.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously, it's this crazy shit.
yeah,
I mean, to be able to go watch like Indiana Jones and see him as a younger, like I'm still blown away by Tarkin in Rogue One.
yeah,
I'm still completely mesmerized by how they were able to pull that off. And
yeah,
people nowadays are like, no big deal, you know.
yeah,
And 5 years from now, we have just figured out time travel. That's pretty cool. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
Jesus has finally come, and there's video of him. That's pretty cool. I figured it happened eventually. I mean, people are we're just so spoiled now, dude. You know.
Yeah, I know. But hey, before you sidetracked me with my
Sorry about that.
with my selling out
My bad.
to
My
these
bad.
Lucasfilm brands. Look, when
Yeah.
Lucasfilm reaches out, I'm not gonna say no. I'm just saying if they want me to peddling Barbie, no, I'm not Barbies. I don't want to insult Denise with that. But if they want me to peddle Funko Pops and it's Lucasfilm, hey, you know what? I'm gonna consider it, and I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna do it. but but here's the
Hey
thing.
guys, this
Hey
is
guys,
it's
check out
gonna be
the
like
greatest Funko Pop ever
this
made.
thing. These things that you can't see are amazing.
Hey, for some people they
Show
are.
me the money. I'm just
For
kidding.
some
Dude.
people they are. But okay. Hold
And
on.
hey,
We,
look, I'm just
we digress.
fucking
I know.
discussing.
I know.
But
But
that's
look,
funny
let
shit.
me go back. Let me go back to what I was trying
Hey,
to.
but who's laughing to the bank, Gabe? Right?
That's what I'm saying. But no. Listen. Linda, listen. Have you seen that video? No. No.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little boy that's like, listen, Linda.
Linda, listen.
All right. Comic Con.
Sorry.
Yeah, EFX Collectibles is gonna be there. I'm gonna be partnering up with them on this really cool promotion with funny, and I actually ended up kind of making that happen. There's gonna be a celebrity guest at their booth that I kind of made happen. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be at that booth during that celebrity signing, and
I can't guarantee I'm going to be there, but I'm going to try.
oh no, I'm gonna be there. I'll be there. I'm already. That's already done.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I'm gonna try to get this celebrity person on Collection Wars eventually, and it's gonna be a cool, very cool event. I'll let you guys know a little bit more once we finalize everything, like through Comic Con and the artist and everything. But it's gonna be a cool signing, and I'm excited, and I'm excited that that it's kind of I like made it happen for EFX, and I kind of
That's
made
really
that
cool.
relationship. So I think they really appreciated that, that connection. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Gabe,
See,
that,
Sean
that,
knows what's up. Linda, listen, Linda.
yeah. Hey, so, I mean, it all started at Disney by the castle, you guys getting married and, look at you now. I mean, I think it's really cool on a serious, I'm being very serious right now. I mean, what?
I don't know where this is going. Mary,
No,
like you're talking about me.
okay, what I'm basically saying, Gabe, is, dude, you've busted your ass, dude. You've been doing all these silly TikTok things, and look at you. Look at where you're at. I was making fun of the TikTok thing, and
You guys were
you're
making
getting paid.
You guys were
You know
making
what I mean?
fun of my TikToks.
Yeah, and Lucasfilm respects Gabe
For
with Star
almost
Wars replicas.
for almost 3 years. You guys were making fun of my TikToks, and now
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Why
They're-
can't I grow my channel? Why can't I grow my TikTok?" And I'm
yeah,
like, "Look, you should have jumped on early like I did
yeah, man,
instead
that's
of
awesome.
making fun." Oh, look it, we got
It's a lot of work.
Steven on. Hey, look at that! What are you, Ghostbuster?
Yeah, exactly. What's going on, guys?
You got
Dudes.
your Ghostbuster goggles.
Yeah. We're literally we're tiling our bathroom.
Oh, very cool. I know we talked about possibly you hopping on, dude, to talk about it a little bit, but
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm late.
yeah,
probably
a little,
outside
little
talking
late,
about it
buddy.
now.
I know. We started with this conversation, Steven. We're on
Yeah.
now. We're making fun of Gabe and
I
his,
know.
and his
Getting married at
promotion.
Disneyland.
Gabe, come on now, dude. I mean it.
I
There's no
know.
making fun of it.
I know.
It's there's some funny things, but yet it's crazy where you sit, dude. I mean, you're respected.
Yeah.
I mean, come on,
It's I don't know. I don't know.
show me the respect.
I don't know. I don't know. But Steven, I want
Yes,
to
sir.
know what you think about Indiana Jones because I know, we saw your comment. We saw, we heard
Yeah.
what Michael thought. You're honest, brutal, honest, kind of.
I liked it a lot. What I told Michael was it didn't have that George Lucas Spielberg feel to it. I didn't think, but then again, we saw the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and in that, and I don't want to see any more of that. So I think James Mangold's a really good director. He's like a high end director, and I think bringing in somebody else to do it gave us, I think, a better movie than we probably would have got, in my opinion, if Spielberg would have come back and done it again. I just think it might be below him at this point.
No.
But I thought it was it wasn't an indie movie to me, but it was a really good movie with Indiana Jones in it. Like it could have been almost a standalone adventure movie, even if Indy wasn't in it,
Yeah.
and it still would have been a good movie.
So, are you saying that it wasn't an indie movie much to you, Stephen, because there wasn't a lot of with the whip and him like going from tree to tree or something? What made you think that?
I just thought it was a better film than the last indie movie we did get.
100%.
Yeah, I think the story was better. I thought I didn't really mind the time travel. There was some rumors of what the time travel was going to do early on, and I thought there was a rumor that young Indy was going to help old Indy. And I thought, man, I don't know that I want to see that. I mean, that might be a little over the top for me. But
by the way, spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that was a rumor. I haven't given you anything yet.
And real quick to everybody in the chat. Sorry, Gabe.
Yeah.
The people in the chat. Raiders is hands down out of all of the movies out there and stuff. Steven's number one is Raiders of the. I mean, he's a big Raiders fan, so this was a big thing for him.
Yeah, favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
But I've always liked them in order. So I never really was a giant Last Crusade fan. I kind of thought it got a little funny, a little jokey to me.
Yeah, I understand.
Raiders
Baseballs, you don't joke around.
Yeah, Raiders was pretty serious. And then Temple of Doom, I think, even though it was a little campy at times, was a pretty serious topic. Yeah. And then Last Crusade to me got a little corny with his dad in there. I kind of liked the fact that Sean Connery was in it, but in my opinion, it got a little corny here and there. And then Last Crusade obviously just was, there's moments in that movie I like, but for the most part, I just watched it again the other day. It's better than I thought it was.
So will you go see the new indie film again?
Oh yeah. We'll go a couple. We're on vacation this week, so we're going to go probably a couple times this week because you just don't know on your first watch, do you? You watch it and it's so overwhelming. Most movies are these days that you're trying to pay attention to the action and the storyline and the characters, and you need a couple watches really to judge it. But
yeah,
I believe that.
Yeah. But I really liked it a lot.
You liked it. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to go see it tomorrow.
Good.
Just go see it. And, like I said, I honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the Crystal Skull, when I saw it in the theaters and all that. Yeah. So, I'm going to go in with kind of a blank slate, zero expectations. And that's probably the best way to watch it because all the Star Wars movies that came out in the last, 10 years or whatever, I've gone in with this hyped up expectation, and then I get, I get knocked down, and I'm like, oh.
So it's kind of like Top Gun, though, right? Maverick was, I don't know if any of us went in with great high expectations, but
I didn't.
Out of that theater, shocked, how good it was.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
Really? What?
Okay, well.
I know I gotta watch it. We
Now it
started
makes me wonder, Gabe, if you did go watch it. No,
what?
seriously, it sucks. Number one, because you didn't see it in the theater.
Yeah,
So when you watch it now, it's like, eh. You know what I mean? It's
Well,
not going to be the same. But if I'm curious, what your reaction would have been if you would have seen it.
yeah.
so like Blade Runner 2049, I think that was beyond my expectations. I think Dune was beyond my expectations.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I just
I
think
like Dune. Yeah.
there's been some pretty solid movies that have come out that I thought, in that genre of
Yeah.
80s type films that I thought were really.
I don't like the new Blade Runner at all.
Oh, you didn't like it at all?
No, I like the actors. I like the actor, and I like that how they were showing Elvis in that thing, and I love the darkness about it, how they kept all that the same. But I don't know. It was sad, right when that girl came out, that newborn little girl, naked, and then they kill her and shit right there. It's like,
I fell asleep.
no, you fell asleep in the first one.
I fell asleep in the second one too because after I watched the first one, I was like, well, now I gotta watch the second one, and I was forcing myself. And what's funny is because every single time I want to watch a movie, me and my wife, after the kids go to bed, we're like, all right, well, let's watch this movie, and 99% of the time I fall asleep within like the first 20 minutes, and my wife is like I'll wake up and I'm like, oh, is the movie over? And she's just looking at me all pissed, like, yeah, and you made me watch that shitty movie all by myself. And my bad. Was it that bad? I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, we went, Carla Page and I went and saw Flash.
Oh, how's that?
I don't know. I fell asleep in
Oh.
it. And then I kind of nodded. I looked over and Paige is sitting there and she says, your mom's snoring next to me. So Carla was out too.
And you both are
That's hilarious.
It was
I'm sure
so
she appreciates
CGI.
the snoring shout out.
There was just so much CGI in that thing. I don't know. I've gotten to the point where these superhero movies are
I don't even watch them anymore.
They're kind of getting boring to me.
Dude, I can't even watch them.
You know which superhero movie I really, really enjoyed, and I mean I highly recommend anyone watch it. If you enjoy to watch something different, right? Is that new Spider-Man movie.
I heard that. The animated one.
Yeah, like just because it's like so different. Like every scene is kind of has different type of animation, and I don't know, just something about
it. Brought back old school, right? Animation.
Yeah, and some of it's like old school animation, some of it's very modern. Like I don't know, I really liked it.
I was watching an interview with James Gunn the other day, and he said it's the best superhero movie ever made.
The Spider-Verse, one.
That's what James Gunn said.
I mean, I liked. I mean, again, if you like comic books, if you kind of grew up with comics, and I don't know, something about it was really, really, really good. Yeah, Spider-Verse. Yeah, I honestly both of them, right? Like the first one and the second one are really, really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, what other movies are coming out that came out that people would be interested in?
I didn't go see Guardians yet. 3.
That one was a good movie.
Was it?
And I know, Michael, you don't follow those Marvel movies, but that one alone, like if you were to watch it by itself,
you could watch it.
Yo, you did watch it?
No, I said you could watch it. You could watch that one and be okay with it.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, you might not have the same kind of emotional attachment to the characters unless you watch the other ones, but. Now, Guardians was actually really good. Did you watch that, Steven, or no?
No, I didn't see the third one yet. No.
Yeah.
But like I said, we went and saw Flash, and I walked out there thinking, man, I don't know if I need to see any more superhero movies for a while.
Cocaine Bear. I actually wanted to see that. It looked.
So did I.
I can't even believe I've never watched. It's like, are you guys kidding? And it won Academy Awards and shit.
Which one? The Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, I can't believe or it got nominated or something.
I don't know what.
I've just.
What about Mission Impossible? Are you?
I never kept up with. I love the first one. The first one with the very first one. I love that movie. But I never really followed that franchise. I love the original series with what's his name?
Oh, that's cool, Gabe. Is that out? Mission Impossible?
What's his name? Not Walter Matthau. What's his name?
No, I know what you're saying.
I know who you mean, Gabe. I can't remember.
I can see him.
Yeah,
The British guy.
What was it?
Is it the British guy?
No, I don't know if he was British.
Somebody
Landau. Landau.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Nah, is it? Yeah.
Something Landau. Martin Landau.
No.
Landau. No. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Somebody will tell us.
Yeah, somebody pipe up.
But yeah, I did like the original series. I used to love that.
Hey, so I know we've talked about this before. What's your Gabe? Your real just because I'm curious right now and I'll tell you where I'm going with this. What's your favorite all time superhero movie? All time.
That's a good one. Probably Iron Man. The first Iron Man. That was good.
That's real good, actually. That's a good one. What about you, Steven?
Man, it's been either this first Superman.
Actually, yeah. My bad.
Okay.
I forgot about Superman.
Hands down.
I mean, that first Keaton Batman's pretty good, though.
Yeah, but it's not Superman.
It's probably that first Superman.
I'd probably say Superman 2, actually. Not even Superman.
Yeah, I mean, they're really close. Superman 1 and 2.
Yeah.
No, why don't you just like the one with Richard Pryor? Jesus.
No.
I'm just kidding. Hey, that being said, if you guys haven't seen it, and a big collector, and I'm curious if Pete's still on the show right now.
There you go. Thanks.
There you go.
Thanks, Brad. Yep. Peter Graves and Martin Landau. Yep.
Okay, so is it JB Studios, Dave? Do you know on the show? Is it J? So there's that statue company that Joseph has a lot of statues with.
Oh yeah.
Tell me you can pull that up right now.
I will. Here.
I just ordered it. Have you seen it, Steven?
Yeah. You talking about the Superman?
Yes.
And the Clark Kent?
Yeah, they're the 3rd scale.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Did you order it? You said you ordered it?
I did.
So wait, did you order the single one or the?
No, I got the Clark.
Yeah, you get the pair, don't you?
I got the pair. You can buy them separate, or you can buy the pair, and I got the pair.
Yeah. So J&D, right?
Is that what it is? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, J&D Studios.
You know, we've seen some of Joseph's, but damn.
So I've been. Yeah. So I'm still struggling. Which one? I have. They're holding one for me because Secret Compass. You know they are gonna carry them. And I'm really.
That's why I bought mine through.
Yeah, I'm really just considering by itself. I don't know because the space, they're huge.
They are. I love 3rd scale statues.
Yeah,
I love them. But I'm going to tell you what I have, and it's funny because I remember even on Collection Wars we were all ordered it. Remember we ordered the quarter scale sideshow, and you canceled yours, and I'm like, why did you cancel yours? And then mine, it was an old expired credit card, and I never renewed it, so they canceled my order, so I never end up getting mine.
It had a face issue, didn't it, or something?
Yes, yeah, it's a sculpt. But dude, the sculpt on this one is like I think Joseph said it, or somebody did, that it's like they took the real one and just shrunk him down. It's him, you know.
All right, so they sell them individually, like you said. Let me bring it up, or they sell them as a pair.
This is amazing. If you guys haven't seen this yet,
it's beautiful. I just, like I said, space wise, I don't know what I would do. You know, with both of them, like it's just. Let's see if I can bring it up.
You know what's so cool about him is the difference between Clark Kent and Superman was astronomically different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When he's acting, I mean, that scene in that first movie when he takes his glasses off and he's gonna tell her, he thinks, but then he doesn't. It's just his posture changes. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Can you guys see this? Am I showing?
Yeah. I can't wait till we get to the close-ups because it's badass. So these are 3rd scale, guys. So I mean, these things are like 2.5 feet tall.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, do I really want a 2.5 feet tall Clark Kent, right? And that's my like
Absolutely.
thing. I'm like, it looks
But
great.
look at the newspaper. Look, Cape Wonder.
Yeah,
You know, and
that's
he's got
cool.
like little leather looking briefcase, and but nobody's ever been able to get the sculpt right on Christopher Reeves. You know what I mean?
They did a great job on
Yeah,
that.
David mentioned something about the hair, but that's the artist coming out of him. But I thought it was fantastic. Look how big that briefcase is in the hat, and it's that
Yeah,
guy's hand.
yeah. Little leather, the hat.
And hey, the floor too. How they did the like
Yeah,
the ground, yeah, with the Superman. Remember that?
so yeah, so I'm still I definitely want to order one. I'm thinking of getting the individual one just by itself. Just because I mean that's the representation. Because I want to have one good Superman piece, right? Just in my
Yeah,
collection.
yeah.
I was originally thinking about getting a replica of the cape because there's a maker that makes one in Spain, like pretty much identical to it. But I was like, this might actually do it. This might be it. I mean, the face sculpt is amazing, man. And
Dude,
then
it's
the
badass.
costume too, like it matches like the material and everything.
Gabe and I talked about this early on, but having at Dark Side a Superman costume, and we talked about even just the cape.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That's a comfort movie for me. I don't know about you
Yeah.
guys, but
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
I love it. You know,
so yeah, maybe you know what? Maybe the digital toys might
I
might have
know, right?
yeah,
They're not
part
cheap.
part of that money I might have to use in that.
Hey, are you? I don't know how much you're saving by buying one versus the two. Are you? Do
So
they knock off a couple bucks?
so it's about 2,500
Okay.
per piece, or it's about 4,300. The problem is with after tax and all that, it's going to be in shipping. I mean, it's
Yeah.
still going to be like over 4,500. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're saving about probably about almost $1,000, I guess, if you're going to
Okay.
calculate like because if you get them both together, it's about $5,000
Mm,
plus tax plus shipping. If you get it, I'm sorry, if you get them separate, it's about 5,000 plus shipping and tax. If you get them together, it'll probably be about 5,000 already with the shipping and the
I
tax. You know?
gotcha. Steven, you're not a big statue guy, are you?
Yeah, I don't know. It's all space for me.
Yeah.
You know, what do you do with them all? You know?
Yeah. And you
I
use
mean,
your whole house as a collector's.
well, that's just, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's like this room we're in here is all antiques. They're not allowed in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
She wouldn't let you just do a little statue area.
yeah, exactly. Actually, I've got there's a couple things I've snuck in here, but
No.
I don't want to point them out because she might be looking. Like, she might be looking over there. So don't be looking over here.
That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, that's definitely one of the pieces that and yeah, I want to retract my answer, and I'm gonna say Superman Part 2 is my favorite superhero movie.
Really? Where he turns bad and he fights each other?
No, I think that's
No,
three,
when it turns bad, that's like 4.
3 or 4.
Oh, you're talking about like Superman. That's part two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Lex
Zod.
Luthor. It's Zod. Yeah, it's still
Okay.
yeah. And I think it's just because that one actually has like for me, it's like the real bad guys, and there's actually like superhero bad guys, and you kind of see right. That's the one where he gives up his power, right?
Yeah. And then that one part, the trucker, remember?
Yeah. Where he's like,
I don't like the part when he tears his logo or he takes his logo off. Doesn't he throw his logo and it like saran wraps somebody?
Yeah, maybe at the end, right?
Yeah, when they're fighting in the
It's okay one, but I still number one. I like number one.
Yeah.
My favorite scene of all is I always like in any of these superhero ones when they're especially the originals is like when they're at the beginning, like going and getting the jewel thief and the bank robbers and all the different. Those are the things that I like. You know, I don't. You know, that's just me though. You know.
Yeah, like you didn't like, and again, that goes back to that's the generational thing, right? Like I think I like the whole super bad guy, right? Because we grew up with the action movies and like,
Hey,
So
remember, Mommy, this man swooped out of the sky and took Kitty right out of the tree. How many times have I told you to quit lying? She gets slapped and shit.
yeah,
Nowadays, you can't do shit like that. You know what I mean?
that whole helicopter scene, though, on top of,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, that is a cool scene.
dude. I had the biggest crush on her, Lois Lane,
Really?
back then. Isn't that weird? But yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
that's
I
funny.
liked her. Not like Olivia Newton-John in Grease, but I liked her.
That's funny. Um, but yeah, no, that's definitely. Would you? So I are we all in agreement that with Superman,
No.
I
the
yeah.
top
Oh,
superhero?
about the favorite hero, absolutely.
Yeah, superhero movie.
And I like Henry Cavill, but it's hard to top Christopher Reeve's Superman
Oh yeah,
because I think you
Yeah,
have to have
I
the
agree.
Clark Kent thing is an important part of that, and no one has played Clark Kent better than Christopher Reeves.
Right, right.
no, I
But
agree.
what you're saying though, because it's a different generation. But that Superman, that Henry, what's his name?
Henry Cavill.
He's. They could never. They won't be able to make a better Superman than him.
He looks like Superman.
He
Yeah,
does.
yeah. For
He just
Superman
is.
wise, he's a pretty darn good looking Superman.
Yeah, yeah. He's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he looks more like Superman than Christopher Reeves
agree.
looks like Superman. But you just can't. I mean, because I think we just grew up with
But
Christopher.
like, hey, remember like in that one when he's like in the thing and he's messing that guy's all messing in the diner and he's like
Mhm.
throws that shit in his face, you know, and then the guy goes outside and his shit's all fucking 50 different, you know, giant electrical poles through his deal. That's the kind of action shit I like to see, not all these alien shit flying everywhere. Just I'd be happy just him, you know, walking down the road, just coming into different deals and you know,
Just-
kind of like a couple of stormtroopers in the desert, you know, dealing with, you know, sand people and picking them off and shit. You know,
it's like I guess it's like the original Hulk series, right? Like the 1970s Hulk
yes,
series, right? That's
yeah,
what it was, right?
exactly.
Every episode, he's just kind of walking into the
Yeah.
There you go.
New-
Thank
new
you.
adventure.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a good prodigy of it. Yes.
new town and new little thing, and then it always ended with him kind of walking away, right, like down the like road by himself.
But there's
Now, so
nothing's better than
who's your favorite superhero on TV?
Last American Hero. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
Believe it or not, well, I fucking hate it. Excuse my language. It's after hours now. I hated that he could never fly right. It pissed
No.
me off. It's like, come on, dude, get your shit straight, dude.
That was the whole point. He lost the book.
I know, but I know.
I would say it'd have to be Linda Carter and Wonder
Yeah,
Woman.
was
Like,
Wonder Woman.
yeah, I mean, come
Oh,
on,
dude, that girl.
the TV, right? Like a
Beautiful.
TV superhero, like you can't beat that. Come on, Yeah.
No, mine was definitely Incredible Hulk.
was it? Yeah,
That was my time. Yeah.
yeah,
He was like menacing, you know.
no.
He was like menacing when you see him.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny. I was actually talking to my kids about these shows because I forgot what we were watching, and I was like, oh yeah, like I wonder if they have I Dream of Jeannie, and my 8-year-old's like, oh, what's that show? And I have like one of the Jim Beam bottles that they use to make the bottles.
That's
And
badass.
yeah, and I was like, look, see that bottle right there? That's what they did. And I started like thinking about it. I'm like, man, you know what? It's crazy because I didn't grow up in that time, right? I mean, that's what in the 60s, right, when these shows were on. But I still grew up on them because anytime I would stay or during the summer especially, they would play reruns of I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched, Green Acres, the Adams Family, the Munsters. They played them, and I would just literally just sit there and watch
Okay.
Leave It
Yeah.
to Beaver. I loved Leave It to Beaver. Like that.
Oh, I love Leave It to Beaver
I
too.
love that.
Denise watches it every day, dude.
I
Yeah,
love
every
that.
day, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. Adam's Family or Munsters?
Ooh.
You better not say Adam's Family. I'm gonna.
I was gonna say Munsters, but
All right, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, Adam's Family
I see it.
sucks.
I liked
I,
it
I
too.
don't like it.
I kind of like them both. I don't know. Probably.
Man, I'll tell you
Hold on.
what.
Is Steve Austin a superhero?
Ooh.
Dude, he's badass, dude.
Because if he's a superhero, I might be changing my mind here.
I know. I love the toys.
No, I put him in the same category as like RoboCop and like like
Yeah.
man-made.
Dude, it'd be cool if they did it. It probably wouldn't have enough because I think there's the same guy plays Ken and Barbie, is doing Fall Guy. The Fall Guy. They're supposed
Oh,
to.
are they doing the Fall Guy?
Yeah, I might jump an open drawbridge or
Yeah.
Tarzan from my vine. Remember that? Because
Yeah, that was a good show. That truck was badass, too.
Oh, dude, that Chevy is the shit. That's what got in the truck accessory business. I loved it.
Oh,
And I'm gonna tell you, dude, there's something about 60s and 70s women. Damn. I love that old school, like, like when I watch, even I know it's kind of weird because I always tell Denise, like when I watch, like, cause my top TV show of all time, period, is Andy Griffith. I know every episode, but I can watch it all over. It's just the times that you just want to be living in, right?
Yeah.
But the women in that show that come on there every once in a while.
Andy Griffith?
Yeah, I know. But I'll look them up and like they're all gone. There's just something about life. It's like you're seeing these beautiful women and now they're like gone already, passed away.
What about Brady Bunch? Did you like Brady Bunch or not?
I watched it. I don't know that I
watched it too, but I didn't really care for it.
I don't know if I liked it or not.
No.
You liked Marcia.
Me? No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Were you a Marcia, Jan, or which one did you like? You liked the mom.
Yeah, Mom was kind of hot, actually.
Yeah, she was.
The maid, what was her name?
Hey, I found out. I know she's passed away a long time ago, but she retired here in Bernie, right where I'm opening up the restaurant.
Oh, really?
The maid, yeah, she lived in Bernie. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good
Chris,
time.
60s Star Trek, the hottest chick.
Okay.
There was some pretty hot chicks in that too.
Hey, we're not live anymore, right?
No.
It's over. Don't worry.
Okay, we're off. Okay, cool. So I'm going to tell you, the new Star Trek, Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
Dude, pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
Have you seen it yet, Steven?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you watch the whole first episodes? The first season?
Yeah. It's got, what's her name in it that was Mystique? What's her name?
Oh, Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blondie girl. She's pretty cute.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's cute. Yeah, so I just watched season 2, episode 1 and 2 of season 2. Don't tell nobody though, okay?
No, they're picking on you a little bit.
Oh, what? Okay.
Girls dressed like girls in Andy Griffith show. That's your
Come on, Armando. Help me out here. Help me out, Armando.
I don't know. I don't know if Armando's gonna be on your side about Andy Griffith. Girl.
Oh, I know, right?
That's a very specific.
I know. Do you not like Andy Griffith? Wait a minute.
I would watch the
girls that I liked it because the girl thing or what?
I just never watched. It used to play like in the reruns and all that, and I would watch the intro and be like,
Yeah, I love it, dude. Love it.
Like I knew the intro, but then I would actually that's one of the ones I didn't like. Sorry,
I'm not surprised. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, so my favorite crush though, till the day I die, besides my wife because she's watching. I'm just kidding. Is hands
Aaron
down
Gray.
and John and Reese.
I thought you were gonna say Aaron Gray.
Oh,
Buck Rogers.
Dude, that's a good one. Little camel toe action in those. Yeah.
Who's
Did I say that? We're not live, right?
Who's Aunt Bay?
Aunt B. No, seriously, that was terrible. Sorry, guys. Hey, I love Aaron Gray. Yeah, she's beautiful. Forgive me for if I've yeah.
I don't even know what it meant.
Back to Indiana Jones, really. No. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, that's dude. There's just when she was singing "Hopefully Devoted," she was singing to me. Y'all didn't know that, but she was. And I had a white grease comb when I saw that in the movies. I would do anything if anybody. Hey, Armando, I'm looking for a white comb. It's white and it's in the back. It says grease on it in red. If somebody can find that comb, I'm very interested in buying one.
That'd be something that'd be cool in the restaurant. Would be a T-Birds jacket.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That would be
Because everything I have in there is 80s and it's 70s and 80s. I do have some toys, some really cool 70s toys. But for movies, oh, you know what I do have? The Warriors jacket.
You know, what are you doing back there in the video game area? You know, I know it's under the stairs.
That's where, hey, dude, exactly. Yeah, you've been in there. So that's where all the vintage toys are going.
That would be kind of cool back in there, especially with skate stuff.
Yeah, so what I was going to do back, I got like Goonies crap, you know, and definitely the Warriors jacket. And I got a couple black and white pictures to go with that Warriors jacket.
Yeah.
But yeah, the T-Birds, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, Athena and Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. Very cool.
You don't have anything Buck Rogers in there, huh?
Say what?
Nothing from Buck Rogers?
No, but not even a toy. And I was very a big fan of Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
I really was. You know, another big thing that I like that I don't have anything in there is I love so much, and God, I don't even think Gabe's seen it yet, is Flash Gordon.
Yeah. You've never seen, oh, really?
Porky's Peoples. Holy shit. That's terrible, dude.
Yeah, no, I haven't. It was, yeah, and I maybe I gotta watch. I don't know. That's the thing I was asking Michael. I think
Porky's Peoples. I can't even believe you said that, dude. That's a great idea, Armando.
It'd be more funny if you put it on the men's restroom.
Oh, for sure. Dude.
Yeah.
Gotta do that. Nowadays, it won't matter. You can just choose whatever bathroom you want. Okay.
But no, but I mean, I know about it just because of, you know, popular culture and stuff. Yeah. But I've never actually I've never watched it. Yeah.
Ted, right? You know, from watching Ted.
From watching, oh yeah, from Ted. Yeah.
I don't know if you'd like it though.
Yeah.
Not now.
You would like it, Michael? I don't think you would.
I don't think so. And the reason I was talking to a buddy of mine that's our age that hasn't seen Blade Runner. Just today, that was a conversation.
Huh.
And I was thinking, would he like it if he went back and saw it? And I don't think he would like it.
Yeah. Because it is so campy. I mean, it is over the top campy. Yeah.
Hey, dude. Now look. Okay. The original, the Blade Runner girl. She's beautiful. And so is the girl in Flash Gordon.
Which Blade Runner girl? Daryl Hannah or the girl with the snake?
Rachel.
Oh, Rachel. Okay, got
it. I wish I could tell you guys a story about Daryl Hannah, but I can't. But
we're not even on air.
Remember Splash? Her running in from the water back into the water. Yeah. Videotape, hit pause. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's. Hey, every guy watching the show knows what I'm talking about. Don't bullshit me and tell me you never did that before. Anyway, it's getting late. All right, guys.
All right, guys. So it's almost a 2-hour mark.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Don't forget to buy the Cryptoys.
Oh, dear.
I'm just kidding.
It's always a good time on this show, man.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, and also, I mean, thanks for jumping on soon. I know you're at the house.
But they're up there working right now, so I can hear them clanking around. So
banging around.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Steven, you keep doing what you do, bro. Making your videos, and there's so much passion that goes into those. You and your wife together, right, Gabe? I mean,
dude, with your green screen, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of props in there, you know.
Yeah.
So just keep doing it.
She's gonna do something kind of cool. Have you guys seen? Have you seen? Do you know what Playmobil is?
Oh yeah,
love Playmobil. Yeah.
Have you seen the Back to the Future Playmobil?
I have. They look great. Yeah,
It's like really cool. So Carla's gonna do a bunch of videos, like some unboxings, and then do some stuff on all that because Amazon's like got it dirt cheap right now. Like they're like giving it away.
that's crazy. I'm gonna look into that. I didn't know that.
Go look it up because I mean it's stuff is actually really cool. Like the car lights up. I mean it's
Oh,
really
badass.
detailed inside. The dash lights up. It's cool.
And they're doing a lot of like it's not just Back to the Future. I think they're
Ghostbusters.
yeah, Ghostbusters, a lot of franchises.
They
Nice.
did Knight Rider.
You just threw me all the way back, and now I'm gonna go on eBay right now and find it. Do you remember the Playmobil little spaceship? It was like a round, like UFO looking spaceship, and
Yeah.
you pop
Yeah.
the blue top off, and you could play with the toys inside. And they had the little like the middle part that would spin, like you could put the captain in there and it would spin.
That's cool.
Holy crap! Playmobil, and then like the little doors would open up, and they had like
Yeah.
little stairs. Man, I'm gonna go buy that right now on eBay.
That's badass.
It's really cool because you know my brother is British, so when I went over there, I don't know, I've been over there quite a few times, but I think I was probably 6 or 7. It was like massive over in England. Like I gotta do some research because I don't know if that's where it was originated from. I think it was it's foreign.
It is. I don't know if it's German or something.
Yeah.
Over there. Yeah.
But I remember it was huge over there, and I brought some home, and all my buddies were like, "What is this stuff?" You know. And then all of a sudden, it's huge over here. But I kind of forgot about it too until we were at, I don't know where we were, somewhere, and I saw Back to the Future. The car was sitting there. I thought, what? They've done Playmobil Back to the Future? And then I started looking into it, and sure enough, Ghostbusters, and they did a James Bond car. They did the Aston Martin.
I did see that.
Awesome.
Oh, look, here it is. Oh my god, I cannot believe this.
Is it reasonable priced?
Oh yeah, it's like $60. I'm gonna go buy this right now.
That's cool. You know what's so crazy too is that Playmobil is something that's very. Oh
yeah, there it is. Look at that.
You guys remember that?
I don't think I actually had that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I totally remember. And the little guy you'd put in there, and they could spin around. And
I don't remember that. That was after my time, I think.
Yeah, maybe it was probably like mid '80s when this came out. No, like let me see.
I don't know. I think I don't know.
Oh, 1981. Yeah, so it was right when I was. Yeah, I remember having the little guys. Man,
Benji says he still has his.
really?
Yeah.
Dude, I love this thing. Oh, I'm buying it right now. I'm
Look around, make sure you find the right one.
Oh yeah, I want it. And I don't really care if it's like super complete, but man, that is so cool.
And you know what's so crazy about those is that it's like I don't even know if like a Walmart carries those, so it's really hard to. They had to go to specialty shops to sell these toys, right?
I think the mass markets have them now. I think Target and Walmart probably carry
Okay, good for
the
them.
line, but back in the day, yeah, you were going to like those learning stores or whatnot.
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good for them for making it through.
Yeah. Well, and it's so weird that Amazon's like gutting all the licensed stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe it didn't do well and they're just getting rid of it. I'm not too sure. Because that Ghostbuster, because we bought the Firehouse to do her video, and it was like a normal like $120 Firehouse. It's like $55 on Amazon.
Are you done with the Smurfs?
Yeah, I hope so.
you got them all, yeah.
I don't know, we got them all, but we got enough. My God.
My 5-year-old recently on her own discovered the Smurfs and has been watching all this until one day she was like, "Oh, like the Smurfs, like do," and I was like, "Wait, how do you know about the Smurfs? Let me see."
That's
yeah,
awesome.
On her little iPad, I don't know, maybe it's on Amazon or something like that, but she's been watching, and I don't think they're the vintage ones. There's like the new release, but still, like I mean, the fact that she like.
Yeah, that's cool.
She likes the Smurfs. I'm probably gonna make her sit down and watch the originals because I think if they're on, I want to say like HBO, like the Max.
Actually, I think the best way, because it's hard to find them that are in the English language.
I
think you can find them on YouTube. Actually,
you know what?
Streaming all the episodes on YouTube.
Would
Okay.
it be cool if Netflix would come out with like old school, like the 12-inch figure G.I. Joe or the Johnny Quest?
Yeah,
And
Johnny Quest would be
yeah,
awesome.
but to create new Netflix like a series with different adventures, like the GI Joe had the Adventures of the Mummy's Tomb, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
You know,
like,
a live action Johnny
yeah,
Quest
that's what
would
I
be
mean.
really cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
yeah.
So
badass.
like live action, like with the toys, like kind of
No,
like
no, no, real like
Oh,
the real deal. They take these stories that you read on the records that because you could buy the records
yeah.
and you could play with your toys and listen to the records and stuff and play with like that. It's cool. That's just cool shit. The kids today, they don't have to get to see that cool stuff.
yeah.
You know, they're buying home simulators and stuff. But anyways,
They're
I,
buying they're
I
buying
think
digital toys. Like what's going on with?
I know, dude.
You know what's funny? You know what I watched last night when I was falling asleep, Gabe, was your video on Lee's house finally.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's a good video. And his house is, I mean, that is absolutely unbelievable.
Put a lot of sweat and
Lee,
tears
yeah.
in them.
Oh
Yeah.
no. And Lee just has such a good eye for like
Yeah.
displays. I mean, he's just like, yeah.
I don't know if you knew, Gabe, but Lee's coming down here in about 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh yeah. You can
So he's helping me with all of the electrical and all the boxes and the lighting and all of the restaurant.
nice.
Yeah,
Like the uplights and all that, like all the
yeah,
spotlight. Very
exactly.
cool.
Yeah, so it's really nice of him to help me with that. So
Yeah. Well, cool, man.
yeah,
Well, guys, I know it is getting to the 2 hour mark, and I know Steven,
No, I'm done for tonight. There's no
you're
way I'm
done.
going back. I don't care
yeah,
what he says.
yeah. It was a good time tonight. Always a good time.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know what
Uh,
sucks though is it's like I was trying to compliment you, and it didn't seem like I was complimenting you, and I was trying to tell you how proud I am of what you've accomplished, dude, with everything that you do. I mean, let's put the attorney shit to the side, right? I'm
yeah,
just talking about in Star Wars to create the following that you have, dude. I just
I appreciate it.
you know, so I
You
just want
know, sometimes you gotta be a clown on camera and
I
kind
know.
of don't take yourself too serious and just kind of and
Hey, the
honestly,
promoting things that don't exist and getting paid is genius. I'm just telling you, it's
no,
genius.
no, no. I think what it was TikTok. I mean, honestly, that's what it was. I
Yeah,
kind of I learned what what's in, like what people or like kind of what the trends were and what what people were watching and what was becoming popular while everyone was still like on Facebook and like YouTube too, like watching the long form videos and stuff. And I think now YouTube, Instagram, like they realize that whoa, wait a second, everybody watches TikToks. That's why they're pushing reels. That's why they're pushing shorts because they're trying to be TikTok. And I just happen to be in there early on, and I kind of learned that that stuff. So I was just in the right place at the right time, showing cool stuff, you know, and
That's
that's
just
what it
it.
is.
People's attention span is,
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's less than a minute, but
Oh,
a maximum a minute, isn't it?
oh
yeah,
yeah. I think there was a time where 7 seconds was your target video. You wanted to
yeah.
make a 7 second video, and now that's the ones that went viral. And which is true. If you go, I have a little playlist on my TikTok where it like has all my viral videos, and all the ones that are like in 3 million, 4 million, whatever views, they're all under 10 seconds, probably. So, I mean,
You
I
know what
just
sucks? I've been so involved in this big build that next month will be a year since I've posted a video on my Starkiller 77 YouTube channel.
yeah.
And the shitty part is I've in the last 3 months I've gotten another 2,500 subs, and I
Yeah.
owe it to those people that hit that sub button to do some really cool content. I got so much to show,
Yeah.
but just no time, But I want to do a really cool. I never did a 23-year video deal, which, as you know, always does good. But You know, there's I'm gonna do one within the next week or so.
Yeah.
But made me think of that. You're saying 7 seconds, and I'm thinking, shit, this is gonna be a 45-minute video. You know, but
And again, I mean, it's that's the contrast, right? It's like the 7 second videos are the ones that are going crazy viral, but
yeah,
the ones that like people enjoy and like the people that actually follow,
watch.
watch, and you know, and that's what I'm saying. Like even like with my Star Wars replicas, a lot of time I'll post a video and it won't like it just won't do it. Like it just the algorithm won't push it to my followers. It just like
Yeah,
you know, I get a couple hundred views, and I'm like, wait, what the heck? Like, I have 40,000 followers. Like, how are my followers not watching this? And I don't know. I just kind of stopped thinking about that, like about the views, and more of like, okay, but the ones that followed me from the beginning appreciate it, and like, you know, as long as you know they appreciate, I'm happy with that. So
yeah, that's cool.
yeah. So that's I guess that's I know Steven, I know you're working on your channels and your social media and stuff like that. I think if I mean my if my advice, you know, matters or means anything to anyone, I would always say think of your community as opposed to your like your growth and your reach.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
again, I think the communities where they're going to be appreciative. You know, with like for example, like TikTok, if I get a viral video that's like a million people, doesn't mean that all million people are going to subscribe or anything like that. You know,
Yeah,
um, probably a fraction of those will, but it's the ones that follow me and like it and comment and like those are the ones that should focus on. And I think you do a very good job at that, Stephen. You
yeah,
know,
and I think that's what you do is focus on
yeah,
that. That's
Well,
good
thanks.
advice, and I
yeah,
think he's doing it.
I'll take all your guys' advice because if it wasn't for you two, I wouldn't be doing any of it. So
Yeah,
it was all
it's
because of you two knuckleheads that got me tied up in this thing.
well, us two knuckleheads enjoy watching you because you know what's different. I'm serious. Watching you and your lovely wife make these videos, it's true fun. You guys are really having fun. You can tell
Yeah,
you do have to throw in the hey, subscribe and like, and like because you got to do that, right?
yeah.
But you definitely are doing it for you guys, and it
No,
shows,
exactly.
and it makes it fun. You know what I mean? And keep doing that, and start showing some more of your other collections, like your cool cowboy shit on there.
Well, that's what Carla said last night. She goes, "Why don't you just shoot this stuff?" And I'm like, I always get to the point. I'm like, I don't know. Does anybody like this other than me?
Oh no,
But that's the problem, right? I'm thinking about it too much. Like, I should
yeah,
just do it, and that way
just
people
do
watch
what
right.
you do, just have fun.
And that's what I'm saying, Stephen. Like, don't think about like the reach that it's gonna get. Think
it.
about
Yeah,
like the people that already follow you.
already are.
It's
Yeah,
just one or two people that you're kind of like, I know this person's gonna like this video. That's why a lot of times, like, I'll even do like response videos. You know, for some of my like the followers that are always commenting, and they're like, "Hey, can you show this thing?" And I'll make a video specifically for them, and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Look, check it out." But I think me and Michael had this conversation too because, you know, especially we started noticing like with collection wars, like man, like we have so many cool guests and we have like cool content and like why you know at one point we got stuck. I think it was when we were like about to reach 2,000 subs or something like that. It was like we are kind of stuck, and I think Michael, remember Michael, you were kind of getting frustrated, like what the hell? Like I don't understand.
all
And
these other channels are yeah,
I'm like, look, it doesn't even matter because what we're doing this for our community, like for the
yeah.
people that are watching right now, whether that's 10 people or 100 people watching live, like that's who we're doing it for. And who cares, you know, if, you know,
because
if we,
one thing that we've gained, and I appreciate to the guys and gals that are watching tonight because they're the ones, right? Specifically, but we have respect. You know what I mean? We're a channel that is respected,
Oh,
which
for
is
sure.
really badass. Because, and I say this respectfully, there's a million of us now out there doing the same thing, and you know everyone has their own little deal that they do, and but it's just you know how me and Gabe do our thing, I think is just a natural deal. We're not trying to get more subscribers because look at what how Gabe has grown, and I mean we're just still doing our thing. It's crazy though. But yeah, I still think, what the hell? Why don't we have over?
Yeah.
But what Gabe said is a great point, because it's like there's a lot of channels out there that might have 50,000 subscribers, right, Gabe? But yet when you see their actual views, some friends of ours that I'm not going to mention that have like a lot of subs on YouTube, that but when you see their views on their next video, it's like it doesn't show, like you got 70,000 subscribers, but yet you only have 500 views on that video, kind of thing.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's
Yeah.
really more about the community. It's about the people
It's
that
a freaking scam.
There is a science to it. I don't know what it is.
But I am so past it now. I don't, and I mean, it's cool. I think the only reason it's cool is when we do get finally George Lucas on, and he wants to see how many subs we have. No, but seriously, I think just I don't even care anymore about that.
You just reminded me of something I was going to bring up too about George Lucas. Have you guys seen the video of George Lucas
Yes,
at the premiere?
dude, he looks terrible.
Or
Yeah, when he's
the security,
yeah.
don't overwhelm. He's
Yeah, dude, that's awful.
He's
like
he's
it was like
really
an
he's real
awakening.
heel toe now, isn't he? Like heel toe. Like he's walking like a real old man now.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm 53 and walk that way. I'm going to tell you what, though. I don't
He's 80
understand.
though, right? He's 79, I think.
Yeah.
Or 80.
Yeah, is he? He's not 80 yet.
No, he's. I think he's late 70s, right?
I think he's younger than Harrison Ford, isn't he?
Oh,
Oh, is he? And Harrison Ford's getting up there too, right? Like,
Well, I
I thought he was 82.
Didn't Harrison just turn 80, or he's going to turn 80 soon or something?
is he?
Yeah.
Now they filmed that when he was like 70, I don't know, 77, 78, obviously, because it's been filmed for a while.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Marcel. That's a really nice comment, bro. Yeah, and we've put him saying that. It's just we've put a lot of friendships together in this community. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
My favorite episode is the one you guys took down.
No, that's funny. And thank you, Sean.
Which one? Which one?
Oh, was there more than one you taken down?
I think there's been multiple.
Yeah, we've taken down like 2 or 3 of them.
Taken down a couple of them. Yeah.
And the funny thing is if Gabe would have just left them up for like 2 days, 3 days,
Probably
those are
viral.
those
Yeah,
are our
probably.
viral ones. I mean, we get people seriously. Hey, what's up with where's Saturday's show? Did y'all not do a show Saturday? I'm like, no, it's just we had to take that one down. Yeah, I blame Gabe. Yeah, he had to take it down.
Yeah, just blame me. Yeah, like Gabe and doesn't want to get canceled.
Thank you, Robin. You guys make some good. Don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, Gabe didn't want to get canceled.
Well, hey, this feeling that we have, like I'm feeling right now, us talking about this and the words of wisdom and the nice comments on the chat, it can be that way again in person if you guys can make it when we have our opening at Dark Side. I just don't want to keep telling people empty promises, but I assure you guys we have made a shit ton of progress. We've got just a real quick update. Sorry, we've got a concrete driveway in. We're the primer's done on the interior from all the sheetrock work, which was a lot, and because we had to do it's just a lot, but we're painting this next week. So in another week and a half, Wampa's coming in. It's really cool. Start setting up some of the props. We'll have power in 3 weeks. So
what's the flooring? What are you doing for flooring?
So the floors upstairs, it's all wood flooring on like the VIP and all that stuff. But the floors, we put a concrete dye in there, so it's a gray dye that matches the stone.
Okay.
You don't know it when you saw it because when we roll the clear on there, it's gonna pop.
Yeah,
but right now it's just but it'll pop. It's like a gray. So, but yeah, it'll be really, really cool to see everybody. And again, as we get within a month or so of knowing that when we're going to open, because it's going to be open just to the immediate people here. So,
and you're thinking November? So
I think that's going to be the magic month. I really do. So we're just continuing to move forward. We got all the benches and the custom tables with the logos. The big logo is going to be done in another 2 weeks. So it's just all coming together, but then it's going to slow down so I can get all the our desserts. And I know it's a broken record with me on this stuff, but just know it's a lot of shit's been done. So our AC's in. That was $30,000. Just parking lot was $100K.
Jeez.
It's a lot of money, So it's just just a lot to this. So, but anyways, it's gonna be cool. I'm excited about that.
Cool. Well, cool. Any other final thoughts? Anybody?
I just
Steven,
love every one of you guys out there. I'm just kidding. I was doing a Brad thing because fucking guy. Yeah, but yeah, big shout out to Joseph right now. Hey, Joseph.
Did Joseph jump on or what?
Yeah, he's not jumping on, but he's messaging right now. He's doing another one of his social parties.
Yeah.
So
I know I missed his phone call, and then Joseph sometimes just calls like, and like I'm in the middle of something. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call him back, and then I forget.
Well, hey, Steven, thanks for hopping on with us.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Sure. All right, man. Well, you guys, to everybody in the chat and Gabe and Steven, let's have a really good 4th of July week. It's kind of weird that it's in the middle of the week and not on a weekend, right? And hopefully everybody can remember, the freedom and what we even have that holiday for. But man, I need some time off from the dark side, man. I haven't had a day off in a long time, so I'm going to take actually 2 days, 3 days off. So
yeah, good.
I'm going to relax, go out on the jet ski with Haley, chill out.
So you're gonna go down there and get some of those breakfast tacos.
Tacos, you like those?
God, that's what I'm looking for. You keep pushing this darn. I want the food.
I know. Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys again down here. It was a good time.
Yeah, I never did get to see an armadillo either. I need to.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, but yeah.
Michael would send me pictures of like dead ones, and he'd be like, "Oh my, look at this!" I'm like, "What?"
No, I would not.
They're just dead.
Denise was like, guarantee you're gonna see an armadillo. And we drove all over the place because we went to Salt Lick and my eyes were peeled all over the roads. I was gonna pull over and jump out and take a look at it because you told me they run fast and
they do. They walk slow, but when you hit them, they take off. I've sent Gabe pictures of like possums and raccoons and shit, but they're like getting in the cat food and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I could have sworn or maybe it wasn't a dead. Maybe it was one.
Yeah, I wouldn't send you a picture of a dead animal.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Why? Like, here's a dead armadillo. I wouldn't do that.
I don't know because I was like, I didn't think there were armadillos are just walking around. Like,
hey, I will tell you, I had an Indiana Jones "I hate snakes" moment about a week ago. I drove home and underneath Denise's Bronco was a puff adder. I don't know if you guys know what a puff adder is. I didn't know it was a puff adder at the time, but it's a full grown. It's probably about 4 feet, and it's pretty fat. And anyway, what they do, it's got a skinny little head, but when you scare it, it freaking turns into like fucking, excuse my language, it turns into a goddamn cobra. Its head flattens up and it hisses. And it's like, I got a video of it, scary as shit. And I'm like, holy shit. Denise's like, kill it. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Let's figure out what kind of snake it is. And let's, anyway, it goes after like frogs and other snakes and, of course, rodents and stuff. So I did not kill it. So it wasn't venomous. So if it would have been like a rattler, whole different story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Denise didn't know. She thinks that I offed it, but I told her, yeah, it's gone. I let it
still under her. It's like went in.
It just went off. I knew it wasn't going to probably come back. So
yeah, it went into the house.
Yeah. Hey, I've had since we've lived here 9 years, 3 snakes in our house, and 2 times in the pantry. One in our Barbie room, our old Barbie room, and they were all bull snakes. And a bull snake looks like a rattler, so it scares it. And I captured every one of them and let it go.
No.
I'm a weirdo. I'll save a scorpion and let it go, Now, if it stings me, I'll squish it like a grape. But if I find a scorpion in the house, I'm going to put it in a cup and let it go. I know I'm awful. So I'm not that much of an asshole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much.
I'll tell you what, Jens's wife is having some serious issues in Texas with, and they were telling her about the snake, but when it comes to like spiders and scorpions. So I don't know if you guys know this real quick. If like out here on the property, if you take this, one of those fluorescent, those, what kind of light is it? It's like a blue light.
A blue light for the scorpions.
Dude, it's bad. It's like predator shit. You know, like you see a predator. You go and you're just going through the grass, and all of a sudden you'll see a glowing scorpion. I'm not bullshitting, just like in the movie Predator.
Huh.
You know, and it blows your mind how many there are out here in the
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy
That's
shit.
crazy.
But it's cool, you know.
Now, what happens when you get stung by a scorpion? What I mean, can it kill you?
Negative.
No.
Not at all. No. It's like basically, if it's ever happened, just kind of think about taking a cigarette butt and holding it to your skin. It's like I was saving a freaking bee out of the damn pool the other day, and that sumbitch stung me like a mother freaker. I have a little scab.
Pull the bee with your hand?
Well, it was in the water, and I just went like this to like get it out and throw it out, and it stung me.
Yeah.
Now, like a red, the what are they called? The not the yellow jacket. It was a yellow jacket that I think got me. But those the red wasps, those some bitches are fucking bad. Those are the ones that hurt. I'll kill every one of them. Yeah. Yes.
All right, guys.
All right. Sorry, I'm babbling. Sorry, guys.
See.
Everybody's already hung up by now.
I was gonna say this show ended like an hour ago. I think.
That's good. I might have said some stupid shit.
It ended up turning into Michael's like what's what's that guy that would get stung? I don't remember. But some guy would like actually have like bees or ants or whatever sting him.
Yeah, that's screw that shit. Those are retarded people right there.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. A great night on Collection Wars. And hey, I just got to say congrats, Gabe, on our partnership with Collection Wars and that 6-page deal and a licensed Lucasfilm magazine. I'm really proud of that. So,
same, dude. Yeah, that's a beautiful spread, man. Love it.
Yeah, man. So, everyone have a great night and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
All right. Good night. Thank you for having me.
Later, bye.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.